Hello all, my name is Sujan George and welcome to this lecture series of surveying. Today we'll be solving some numericals on corrections of level. In the previous video, we had talked about corrections that is applied on level. So we'll see again those, like the first correction was curvature correction. The formula for curvature correction is given as Cc is equal to 0.0785 d square. If the value of d is in kilometer, Cc will come out in meter. And this curvature correction value, it always comes out negative. Next is this refraction correction, where the formula is given as Cr is equal to 0.0112 d square. Again, if d is in kilometer, Cr will be in meter. And this refraction correction is always positive. Then there is the combined correction for curvature as well as refraction. Now if you add these two, the value it comes out to 0.0673 d square. Now why this has come out to 0.0673? Because this value is negative and this value is positive. See, this is negative and this is positive. So when you add these two, the value comes out to 0.0673 d square. Again, it will be minus. Okay, you can substitute a minus sign over here, or you can write a minus sign in bracket after the value. Again, if d is in kilometer, combined correction will be in meter. Then we have the visible horizon distance, where this visible horizon distance is given as capital D is equal to under root of h upon 0.0673, and here if h is in meter, then d will be in kilometer. Okay, now this formula, it can be written like this also, h is equal to 0.0673 d square. This is similar to the combined correction itself. This formula is similar to the combined correction, in which we have to find the height of any hill or any object or any building. So this formula can be used. Then there is the dip of horizon, where theta is equal to d by r. Now this theta is actually the dip of the horizon, and it is given as d by r, and the value of theta comes out in radians. Okay, so value of theta comes out in radians. So based on these formulas, let us solve some numerical. So this is the first numerical. This is a very simple one. You just have to put the values in the formulas. Like find the correction for curvature for a distance of 800. First is 800 meters, second is 2.5 kilometers. Now we know that the correction for curvature formula is given Cc is equal to 0.0785 d square. Okay, so we'll write the formula for curvature correction is given as Cc is equal to 0.0785 d square. Okay, now we have to substitute the value of d in kilometers, then only we will get the value of Cc in meters. See, d should be in kilometer, then only the value of Cc will be in meters. So for the first case, that is for first case, the distance d is given as 800 meters, but as I told, the value should be in kilometer. So this will be equal to 0.8 kilometer. Okay, this value is equal to 0.8 kilometer because kilometer has to be substituted. So now this we know that because 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 kilometer. Okay, 1 meter is 10 to the power minus 3 kilometer. This conversion factor should be known. Okay, so if we substitute this value, then we get Cc is equal to 0.0785 and here d is equal to 0.8 square. So the value of Cc, it comes out to approximately 0.050 meter, and this value is always negative. See, the curvature correction value is always negative. for second, that is 2.5 kilometer. When d is equal to 2.5 kilometer, we have to substitute the value as it is, okay, because d has to be in kilometers. So in this case, the cc will be equal to 0.0785 multiplied by 2.5 whole square. So this value, it comes out to 0.49 meter, and again value will be negative. The value will be minus sign, okay, because if you substitute the value in kilometer, the unit of cc will be in meter. See, if this is in kilometer, the unit of cc will be in meter. Similarly, let us solve another problem. Find the combined correction for curvature and refraction for a distance of. Now in this case, you have to find the combined correction. Okay, this combined correction value has to be found out. Now combined correction is given as 0.0673 d square. Now if d is in kilometer, this combined correction will be in meter. Now for first case, d is 1.5 kilometer. So you have to substitute the value as it is. Hence, this combined correction, let us denote it by C. Okay, so this C will be equal to 0.0673 into 1.5 square. So this value, it comes out to approximately 0.15 meter. Again, this combined correction is negative. Okay, so we can write a minus sign after the value. Similarly, for d equal to 3000 meter, and 3000 meter is equal to 3 kilometer. Okay, so this combined correction value, that is C, capital C, it comes out to 0.0673 into 3 square. So combined correction is equal to 0.60 meter. Again the value is negative. Okay, so when this d is in kilometer, so this C, that is combined correction, will be in meter. So C combined correction will be in meter. Okay, now such type of problems might not be asked in your exam. This is just for your basic understanding. Okay, let us solve few more numericals on this. Okay, now this numerical is given. See, I will read it out. A man at a position 10 meter above sea level observes the peak of a hill. The distance between the man and the hill is 80 kilometer. Find the height of hill. Now, what is given over here? Suppose this is the curvature of the earth. This is the curvature of the earth and this is the highest point. Now it is saying that a man at a position 10 meter above sea level. So suppose this is the sea level. We'll mark a straight line like this. Okay. Now a man is standing at a position 10 meter above sea level. So for example, a man is standing here on something and he is 10 meter above sea level. Okay, so suppose this height is given as 10 meter above sea level. Let us say that this height is h1 equal to 10 meter above sea level, and he observes the peak of a hill. So at the other end he observes the peak of a hill. Okay, suppose this is the hill and the peak of the hill is observed by this person standing over here. The true distance, so this is actually the hill. Okay, so suppose the height of the hill is given as h2. This is the height of the hill which is given as h2. The distance between the man and hill is 80 kilometers. So from here till the top of the hill, the distance is given as 80 kilometers. It is asking to find the height of the hill. So let us say that from here till here, this distance is d1 and this distance is d2. Okay, d1 is actually the distance from the man till the highest point on the earth, and d2 is the distance between the top of the hill and the highest point on the earth. Okay, so first we'll have to find these distances d1 and d2 in order to find the height of the hill. Now for that, which formula should be used? We'll have to use this visible horizon distance formula. Okay, now the formula is given as d is equal to under root of h upon 0.0673. Okay, so here if we apply this formula, so we get that d is equal to under root of h 0.0673. Okay, so if we need to find this d1, so d1 will be equal to h1 upon under root of 0.0673. Now h1 value is given as 10 meters. See, if h is in meters, d will be in kilometers. So we have to substitute the value of h1 in meter itself. That is 10 upon 0.0673. Okay, so this value of d1, it comes out to 12.19 kilometer. As h is in meter, this d will be in kilometer. Okay, now from this figure we can see that this d1 plus d2 is equal to the total distance 80, isn't it? So we can write over here that d1 plus d2 is equal to 80 kilometer. But we got the value of d1, so we can find the value of d2. So here d1 is 12.19 plus d2 is equal to 80. So how much is d2? d2 will be 80 minus 12.19, and that value comes out to 67.81 kilometer. Okay, d2 comes out to 67.81 kilometer. Now as d1 and d2 both have been found out, so we can find the value of this height of the hill. Okay, so from this formula we can find out the height of the hill. So h, we can write h2 is equal to 0.0673 d2 square. Okay, now here this d2 is equal to 67.81. So simply substituting 0.0673 into 67.81 square. Now if this d is in kilometer, h will be in meter. Okay, so this 0.0673 into 67.81 square value, it comes out to 309.46 meter. Okay, hence we calculated the height of the hill as 309.46 meter. Such type of problems are generally asked in the exams. Okay, let us solve another problem of similar type. The observer at a height of 40 meter above mean sea level just sees a luminous object on the top of a lighthouse. Okay, the distance between the observer station and the lighthouse is 60 kilometer. What is the height of the hill? Now this problem is similar to this problem itself. Okay, again we will make the curvature of the earth. This is the highest point. Let us mark this point with a line, with a tangent line. Okay, it is saying the observer at a height of 40 meter above mean sea level. So maybe the observer is standing on something and he is viewing. It's saying that the observer is at a height of 40 meters. So let us say that this h1 is 40 meter. just sees a luminous object on the top of a lighthouse. So on the other part of the earth, there is a lighthouse. For example, this is the lighthouse, and just sees a luminous object on the top of a lighthouse. The distance between the observer station and the lighthouse is 60 kilometers. Means this is the distance between the observer station and the lighthouse. It is equal to 60 kilometers. Okay. What is the height of the hill? Actually, this should be height of the lighthouse. Okay. This should be height of the lighthouse. So we need to find this H2. This H2 we need to find out. That is the height of the lighthouse. Now for that, again, if we go by the same principle, this is D1 and this is D2. Okay, if we go by the same logic, this distance is D1 and this distance is D2. So we first need to find out these distances D1 and D2. Okay, now for that, again, using the same principle, using the same formula. Okay, so this is D is equal to, we can write D1 is equal to under root of H1 upon 0.0673. So here H1 is 40. If H is in meter, D is in kilometer. So this is 40 upon 0.0673. So on calculating, this value comes out to 24.38 kilometer. Again, what is the sum of D1 and D2? D1 plus D2 is equal to this total distance 60. So D1 plus D2 is equal to 60 kilometer. So we need to find this D2. Okay, so D2 will be what? It will be equal to 60 minus D1, that is 60 minus 24.38. So 60 minus 24.38, this value comes out to 35.62 kilometer. Okay, now as we got the value of D2, we can find the value of the height H2. So H2 will be equal to, we have to use this formula. This will be equal to 0.0673 D2 square. Now D2 is 35.62. So this will be equal to 0.0673 multiplied by 35.62 square. Okay, and this value of H2, it comes out to 85.39 meter. See, as this D2, it is in kilometer, H will be in meter. Okay, that is the height of the lighthouse. Fine. Let us solve another problem which is a variation of this. See, an observer standing on the ship just sees the mast of another ship. See, this is the Earth's curvature, this is the highest point, and this is the tangential line to that point. What it is saying, an observer standing on the ship. Suppose one observer, this is a ship, and one observer is standing over here. Okay, just sees the mast of another ship. So here there is another ship, and this is the mast of that ship. Okay, this is the mast or any post of that ship. Just sees the mast of another ship. If the height of the observer's eye, above sea level is 38 meter, means this height above sea level, let us say this is H1 is equal to 38 meters, and that of the mast of other ship is 48 meter, means this height, let us say that this is the mast of the ship. So this height above the sea level, this is h2, which is equal to 48 meters. Find the horizontal distance between the two ships. Okay, if this is the mast, so we need to find the horizontal distance between the two ships. So let us say that this distance is d1 and this distance is d2. Okay, d1 is which distance? It is the distance between the observer and the highest point on the earth, and d2 is the distance between the mast and the highest point on the earth. So if we find d1 and d2, we can find the horizontal distance between the two ships. Okay, so first again, if we use this formula, d is equal to under root h upon 0.0673. So here d1 will be equal to under root of h1 upon 0.0673, and h1 value is 38 meters. So this will be equal to under root of 38 upon 0.0673. So if h is in meter, d value will be in kilometer. On solving this, the value of d1 comes out to 23.76 kilometer. Similarly, we need to find this value d2. Now d2 will be equal to under root of h2 upon 0.0673. So this is equal to, here h2 is 48 meters. So this will be 48 upon 0.0673. So on solving, this value comes out to 26.70 kilometer. Now as we have got d1 and d2, so the total horizontal distance between the two ships, is equal to what? It is equal to d1 plus d2, that is 23.76 plus 26.70. d1 is 23.76 and d2 is 26.70. So this value, it comes out to 50.46 kilometer. Okay, so the horizontal distance between the two ships is equal to 50.46 kilometers. Fine. Let us solve one last problem. What is the visible horizon distance from a tower 50 meter high? Also find the dip of horizon if the radius of the earth is 6370 kilometer. Okay, now here we need to find the visible horizon distance. So the formula is given like this. Okay, so from a tower 50 meter high, means a tower is already given which is 50 meter high. Okay, like suppose for example this is the curvature of the earth, and from here there is a tower, and this height of the tower is given as 50 meters. This height of tower, it is given as 50 meters. So we need to find this distance d. So this distance d can be found out from this formula. Okay, so if we use that formula, this h is equal to 0.0673 d square, or d is equal to under root of h upon 0.0673, but here h is equal to 50 meters. So simply substituting under root of 50 upon 0.0673. So this d, that is the visible horizon distance. How much this value comes out to? On solving this, the value comes out to 27.26 kilometer. Okay, because h is in meter, hence this d will be in kilometers. Now also we need to find the dip of horizon. So formula for dip of horizon is given as theta is equal to d upon r. and this theta will be in radians. If after calculating this, theta will be in radians. But one more thing we have to keep in mind, that the units of d and r should be same. Like if d is in kilometers, r should also be in kilometers. Okay. So dip of horizon theta is equal to d upon r. Now here d value is 27.26 and r value is 6370. Okay, so this is 27.26 kilometers upon r is radius of earth, and that is given as 6370 kilometers. Okay, so here after calculating this, the value, it comes out to 27.26 divided by 6370. So 27.26 divided by 6370, this value comes out to 4.28 into 10 to the power minus 3, and this should be in radians. Okay, this value is in radians. But if we need to convert this radians into minutes, so we know that 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degree. Okay, and this 180 by pi, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So this will become 180 by pi into 60 minutes. So if we calculate this value, it comes out to 180 into 60 by pi. So this comes out to 3437.74 minutes. So simply if we, so it means that 1 radian is equal to 3437.74 minutes. So if we multiply this value by 3437.74 minutes, so theta will be equal to 4.28 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 3437.74. Okay, now this value, if it is multiplied by 3437.74, it comes out to 14.71 minutes. The dip of the horizon, that is theta, it comes out to 14.71 minutes. Okay, so these are some problems or numericals on correction on that has to be applied on the level. I hope these numericals are understood by you. Okay, in case of any doubt, you can comment on the chat box. Thank you so much.